Hello, welcome everybody. Welcome back to Fool's Landing, our Advanced Dungeons and Dragons campaign set in the Forgotten Realms using the second edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. I'm going to be the dungeon master. I'm Jamie, and tonight we are playing session 64, where we have at least 5 heroes who have shown up to brave the Forgotten Realms, and I'm going to have them introduce themselves and their character, starting with Adam. Good evening.
Hey, Adam playing Bartholomew. Currently a 6th level priest of Lyra.
Excellent. And then next up we have Wayne. Hello.
Yes, I'm Wayne. I'm also a 6th level priest, aquatic elf, priest of Valcour.
Excellent. And then we have Tim. Hello.
I'm playing Griff. He's a 6th level human ranger.
Awesome. And then up we have Chris.
Hey there, I'm playing Kaz, or Kurza, who is a elven wizard of 6th level and a scout 4th level.
Great. And then last we have Brandon.
I am playing Nod, a shadow thief minotaur.
Level 7, right?
Level 7, that's
Yep.
right.
All right. Excellent. So we will pick it up here and we can do a recap. Session 64, as you see, begins on the rock island next to the Tower of Melkor that you recently vacated and decided to head back towards the portal. And when you reached the portal, you came across Baden and Aliana Moonshroud, who Aliana Moonshroud is and was someone that you remember from the Temple of Ogma in Procampur. She was the one that connected you with the higher priest Arvin, who performed the resurrection, if you will, of your two party members, Seharn and Imithra, who's now Shauger. So that's where this picks up. Before we get into that specific dialogue, and I do have some dialogue to go through here so that everybody can get filled in on this interaction. Let's talk about what led up to this a little bit more and fill the blanks in a little bit more so the rest of the crew knows what's happened the last session or two for Chris's and others' benefit. If anyone wants to maybe just give us a Cliff Notes version of the player notes and see what we can fill in if there's any questions.
I don't have notes.
So I'll give it the good old college fashion try. I'm
Good
not sure
call, lads.
where we were all last off, but I can tell that we were all here last off. So let's start here. We traveled through a portal and got onto these rocks, and in the distance we saw a lighthouse. We went to the lighthouse, venturing through like treacherous ground of like rocks and sharp, jagged things and storms and waves, and
Yeah.
we managed to eventually get to the lighthouse. There was a talking mouth, and we kind of just ignored it and moved on. And we searched through the bottom part, found some Madar, took care of them. We moved on to the second floor-ish. On the second floor, we found multiple rooms. One was like kind of dedicated to Drow. Another one was dedicated to Moander, I want to say. Off the top of my head, I could be wrong. I think one was Sahak and one was
Sahagma,
Drow, and
right.
yeah, whichever god they were worshipping. And we actually encountered both at some point. We encountered, but actually not Drow, or we did encounter a Strider, Steeder.
A Drider, yeah.
Strider.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Drider. Dealt with him. We found a giant altar dedicated to Loth, like a huge spider with glowing red eyes, and
Yeah, this was the
it was
Drider scene.
Drider room. There was also like a hidden room off to the side that opened up that the Drider came through once we cleared the webs.
Yep. further in, you came across the temple here that was previously, this was sealed up by Bart, who had cast a stone spell to cover up the entranceway. But this entranceway leads down, and the party did decide to go this way, right, Brandon?
Yeah, we can actually dip into that. When
Yeah.
we had a handful of people, we eventually tried to recover. Like we were getting worried. There were multiple ways people were coming in, so we decided to retreat down here and tried to rest and recover. And as we ventured down here, it was a ginormous pit. I want to say it was somewhere between like 2,000 and 5,000 feet deep. There was a solid like thick iron chain that was running from the top to the bottom. We ended up encountering some Drugar here and killing them and throwing most of their bodies down the pit. We did manage to rest. I think another thing that was in this cavern is that there are a bunch of spider eggs. We didn't do anything to disturb them to not have another encounter. So that is another threat that is behind us. And before we completely left after our rest, there was like the ground started vibrating and rumbling, and it was pretty clear something was below. Not sure if it was coming up, but that was near where we last left off on the last session, was leaving this underground area. And
Right.
with that, on the other note, as I was speaking before, how Sahakwan were coming and Drow were coming. One of the reasons Sahakwan were coming is there was an actual sea vessel that decided to come towards the tower. And we discovered that part of that is because this is like a trading tower. They would come here, deliver goods, receive goods, and take them back to places.
And by goods, he means hostages. They would trade.
Hostages,
They would
books,
trade
and
hostages for ancient books. So they were
yep.
bringing the hostages supposedly for trade when they were interrupted by your party, and that's when the battle ensued. This is all somewhere in the middle between when you arrived at the tower and some of the other things we've described here. But just to add to that, yeah, you definitely knew about the Sahagwan being here and intervened in that trade-off, right? So I think that was
Mhm.
something else maybe that you killed 4 Durgar and 4 Sahagwan during that battle.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I don't know anything else, Brandon, you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll say on the touch of that, because of that battle, I think we had noise again. The Sahakwan like started making a sound. We got a horn that would be used to reply. We didn't reply with it, but because we didn't or something, they kept sounding the horn, and eventually, a Medusa came from above in the tower, and through lack of preparation, maybe, or lack of experience, we lost Tornik that way. He was turned to stone, and we all essentially fled. And again, we
We used to have
returned.
a Sahakwan's horn too.
Yeah, I think it was just
Okay.
came down to a failed saving throw. We were prepared for whatever came through the door, right?
Yeah,
And it
and
just
Mhm.
turned out to be a Medusa.
unfortunately
Oh dear.
Tornak got caught in the gaze, and the party decided there is, I believe, a scroll, is it, to turn
Yes,
stone to
we before
flesh?
we left the last place, actually from the first screen that we were on, the elven lady that was from the temple, she was one of the ones who sold us that scroll of stone to flesh. So we do have
Yep,
one.
we do have one.
But I but
We
the
do
but
have one.
the party at the time decided to put Tornuk in the bag because I think in part they wanted to investigate the Underdark layer, and they knew he wouldn't be 100% on board with that idea. So they figured they would keep him in the bag and use when ready instead of bringing him back and then trying to convince him to go into the Underdark. So that was in part why that happened that way. But the trade was
You can't
interrupted
complain, huh?
and the horn was blown. You could hear the horn blowing from the ship itself. And when the 4 Sahagwan were killed and there was no return of the horn, the ship sailed away. And in that time, you guys had done all this clearing and everything else, and that was when the Medusa came down to see what all the commotion was about, and Tornik was caught in the gaze. So that's literally what we've done, and I think then the party decided, look, let's go back. We don't. We're in trouble here. Like if we go forward, we're going to be dealing with the Medusa. We're trying to get to Procampur. Because we're trying to deal with the crown. I think what was learned as well and confirmed here in the tower, maybe Bart can fill this in if he's here around, was a little bit of the phylactery knowledge. So you guys did learn a little bit about the phylactery of Melkor and Veridis, and
I think that is in our bag of holding. Yeah, we ended up picking up quite a few what we call soul jars, which are magical and they have like shapes inside, almost like humanoid shapes inside. And I believe at some point in time there was a riddle. I can't say a riddle, a rhyme that was said, and it was pretty much the impression I got was that like the lich that were in the towers, the lich's tower that we're in, he had separated his phylactery into different things. It wasn't just one, it was multiple. And we had kind of put the pieces together that this we either believe the soul jars or there's another pieces of like mirror that we picked up that were also magical of some degree that we believe were part of his phylactery. Meaning to gather them all to be able to destroy him, quote unquote.
yeah,
Did we destroy those or
You-
did we keep those?
We
you
kept
kept
them.
them. Yeah, you kept them. And then the other thing that you'd learned alongside that, thanks, I think that was perfect. In the books, you had learned that the crown had become was basically multiple crowns that were intertwined together by Veridis, and that ultimately one of those functions as his phylactery.
Hmm.
And so the party had decided at some point, once they'd learned this inside Melkor's tower, that it might be best to try to obtain that crown again. That crown was traded to the temple. You had sort of looted yourselves for your most valuable, powerful items, and you dumped that before them, and they said, we'll take this, we'll take this, we'll take this. And they were, of course, intrigued by the crown, and they have the crown. So that's essentially the storyline and some of the activity. There might be some other clues and objects you've found as well, but I'll let you guys discuss a little bit what you want to do. But before we get too far, I want to bring you back to the pond. So, is there any questions, or does anyone have anything to mention or add before we bring it back to the current session? Because I know some of you are just
Yeah,
catching up.
I think yeah, well again, once the last session we came back from the Underdark-ish area, again having recovered, we were attempting to find a way out, right? This tower was too quote unquote difficult. We're trying to find our way out. This Aquan ship had left, sailed away. So at this point, I think we options wise to get out were either swim out randomly at sea, which does not sound a great idea, go back to the Underdark, which we think something is coming up, so that's probably not a safe idea. The least risky was just coming out here and looking the portal, seeing if it was still active. So we came out here and did that, and that's where we also encountered Baden and
Mm-hmm.
the priest.
Yeah. Correct. Yep.
I was just gonna say we also Aiden and the priest told us about the current state of Procampur.
Everything's
Also,
in
Yeah.
chaos.
Yeah. So
Actually, how they've forgiven us a bit.
yeah, that's perfect. So we can segue into that if there's no other questions or anything to session 64 and where we begin, which is the party coming across the rocks through the sea from the tower, sort of deciding that it's time to leave the tower currently and deciding to head back through the portal, which is the way they came here. And as you crossed over the rocks and over towards the portal, you saw a figure emerge from the portal, and it was none other than Baden. And Baden approached you and says to you as you are approaching the rocks here, and I'll move some of this real quick. He says, "We've been looking for you for some time. I'm sure you knew we were close. How you made it through Mithnantar so quickly, I'll never know. There were too many twisted, curious places to investigate on my way." And he kind of looks you up and down for a moment, and then he waves over, and you see a woman walk from the rocks, and it is Eliana Moonshroud, who, again, I mentioned earlier, she is a priestess of Ogma from the temple of Procampur, Ogma and Procampur, and she says, he says, "I told you we would find them," and she says, "Finally, let me speak with them before you tell them." And she says, and she remembers you. She looks at all of you because she brought Seharn, she saw Seharn's dead body and brought it into the temple chamber where Arvin performed the raising of dead and bringing him back as it would be. And so she looks you up and down and says, "You look well. You look stronger." And
I am very well, thank you. Much stronger. I have grown in wisdom, but only a little.
well, you have survived much. You've seen quite a bit. But I have asked Baden to help me find you because Procampur has fallen into some hard times since your departure. As it might be known, and the crown that you gave us, it was quite a powerful artifact, and it became a hidden obsession of Arvin's to study it and learn of it. And he was fascinated with the tale of the ancient elves and where it came from. I told him to put it away and let it go, but he couldn't. Eventually, he put it on. I don't think he's taken it off since. He's become twisted, and he has sealed off the temple of Ogma to all of Procampur. Something that we don't do other than when the veil approaches, and now its chambers are empty, but the knowledge is locked within, and he obsesses in there doing only Ogma knows what. And so I've been consulting with Baden. Baden returned to the temple. He brought back the papers. He spoke of the powerful magic that the crown had tainted his thoughts, bringing him to steal them, thinking that he would be able, and he steps forward to finish her sentence. I was thinking I was able to find my way to Talmanthar, find my way to Mithnantar, and find my way to every ancient place. I felt as if the secrets were there and my mind wanted them. I just grabbed them and left and studied them. But eventually I heard of the commotion in town, of the city wall being toppled, and the assassination attempt on a Cormyrian noble.
Sorry about that.
It all started to click. And so when I returned to the temple, Eliana and consulted with me, and I told her more about the origins of the crown. And we have come to believe that this crown is going to need to be destroyed or returned to its maker. You hear Baden say in retort, as if they're both torn. One wants to destroy it, and the other wants to return it to Mithnantar. So
Who's the maker?
it came from Mithnantar. So it was something that would have belonged to the Temple of the High Seas in the Elven Quarter. That would be might be who you would think would want it, and that was what Baden is saying. That the return it to the temple of where it came.
There is a, I don't know if he's a mage or not within the Mithnantar in one of the buildings.
Yes.
He may have more knowledge of the crown. and what to do with it.
He may, but he is out of our reach. So, this is where our dilemma arises. You are wanted, all of you, some more than others, looking at Kurza. Your return to Procampur
Yeah, I kind of figured.
will not be an easy one.
Yeah.
Nor
Why would I want to return? I think at this point.
what we can offer you is a safe entry when you do return. Baden steps forward, or Eliana says, I have been observing the tower. This ship will return. You will overtake the ship. You will remove its markings, and you will sail it to Procampur, where I will have awaiting you an escort to a safe haven, where we will discuss our plan on how to obtain the crown. Baden says, on the other side of that portal, the one that you are steps away from, are several knights of Cormyr, guards who wish to take your hide back to the king.
Well, that's interesting.
Don't suppose anybody has a handy polymorph spell, do they? To make permanent?
I only have a couple with me. I've persuaded them to leave behind their masses. Your cove is no longer as quiet as it once was, and it resembles more a Cormyrian outpost.
So much for our secret portal that only backdoored us. That was a nice backdoor to have for a while.
Yep.
I would be
It was
wary of
it
it.
was useful at the time,
Ask Kurza if you could send a fireball through the portal.
probably. I'm not sure if it would have as much effect as we would hope, but
So our dilemma is seeking your help is risky. It jeopardizes our own standing, but you're the ones that are most familiar with the crown. And it seems that Veritas here thinks that it should be returned to its makers, a place that you have now been, whereas I believe it should be returned to where it was found and destroyed, a place that you have been as well. So I implore you to help for the temple, for the city, and to undo the evil that this lich is reweaving through the mind of a very powerful priest.
He wants
well,
us to agree to this, but what if we just agree to removing the crown from the temple?
Say
It's,
we will do as best as we can. We cannot guarantee we will be able to do what you want, but we will certainly try.
I want to explain to her that my group is not the most sensible. And explain about the Minotaur in the bag, and guaranteeing that we're going to get rid of that crown to back to the temple. They might want to hang on to it, but we can help with the getting it off his head if that's an issue. Getting it away.
We have some plans for distraction that would be appropriate, and of course having more experts and hands available to execute this would be our leaning, but we're
do you
open to
have
ideas.
access to a stone to flesh? Yeah, stone to flesh spell. Can you cast it?
Ileana does not currently have that, but
Brother Bart does, and it's yeah.
she does not currently have that.
We have a scroll, but I'm not powerful enough to utilize it reliably.
It's a priest one, I want to say.
Ah,
It's an
okay.
Oh,
Free scroll,
then
but
Ileana could, or one of your priests could do that. Yeah. But yeah,
we
Yeah,
could
it is a
cast
priest
it.
scroll for
It's
sure.
a matter of do we want to use our
One
only
and
scroll we
only.
have?
Right. I mean, we do at some point want to bring Tornik back, but at the
I
moment,
think
maybe not the best idea.
It was a very interesting conversation between, I would say, the party and Nod on how to handle Tornak. and not
We were
not to
literally
waste.
discussing our alignments, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
At what
not as
point?
like neutral, like chaotic good.
Yeah, like it's Nod's like friend and his, like he's the closest one to and everything. And Nod was like the one guy going, "Now hang on a second. Hang on a second. I don't think we need to use this right now." It was really good role play and I enjoyed that last session. And so that's why Tornik is in the bag now. He's in the bag
Yeah,
and for this session I have
I
the
w-
bag on Bart, so Bart's just carrying it for now unless he chooses to hand that off for now. But
well, I I think right now is again a good time to use it. If our task is to take over a ship, we could use an extra warrior.
there are some scum pirate aligned with these Sahagin, I'm sure. You must remove those markings before rolling into Procampur. I assure you that will not go over well.
Of
You'll
course.
have some time at sea, obviously, to take care of that. But we must return and persuade the knights of Cormyr that we are not on your trail. But they will be they are ever on the sea and they are ever patrolling, and consider yourselves wanted for now. Dayton says, depending on what you can do for Procampur, I will pull all the strings that I can on your behalf. But I do realize that you did not act on your own volition.
Yes, I was under control at the time. I'm your puppet.
Before
We're
we
cursed.
before we return through the portal, is there anything else we can do for you?
Well, I'll pull out the bottle that holds our favorite gin. Is there any way we can break this and release him?
Oh, so you're gonna show them the soul jar.
Not the soldier, the genie
Oh,
bottle.
Genie,
oh,
yeah,
oh,
Yeah, the
oh, I'm
genie
sorry.
bottle.
yeah.
Let's see.
Not the
So,
soul jars, the bottle with our friendly neighborhood gin.
Did we promise to free him?
Yes, we did make that
Yeah,
bargain.
we did. Yeah.
We have a bottle with Nimbus,
all
but
right, so,
he's a gin.
all right, let
So we did
me,
make a bargain that we need to keep.
so what is it that you want her what is it you're asking her? I mean, you're just asking her to look at it? Or are you asking her
Well,
anything about it or telling her about what it is or expecting her to, she is a priestess of Agma, so I'm just curious what you're looking for.
well, what is Agma's? Well, that's the thing. She might be a priestess, but she had one of access to one of the largest libraries around.
Yeah, no, she's very
Magical and
knowledgeable. No,
otherwise.
she's very
So
knowledgeable. I mean, if I'm
so
not
I'll tell her
mistaken,
how can I get this creature out of this bottle or negate the magic of the bottle?
yeah, so I mean, I think she would be um very curious about it, and
Not again.
she might say, let's see. And I think you had told them about this. That's what I'm trying to piece together. I'm trying
Yeah, I
to,
think so.
like, she knows
I
about
know
the story of Nimbus and
he knew about it.
yeah.
I know
Um
he knew about it, but I don't know how much he passed
I
on.
I will need time to study this. I will need access to my archives, and I think I could help you with
Okay.
this. It feels like something that we would be able to help with, and to at least give you more knowledge about.
We need a starting point since he's helped us at least twice so far, if not three
Yeah.
times.
Usually it's a great task that would need to be performed to release them of their curse, but I know not how to communicate, and I would need time to decipher its origin and its power before trying to
Well,
communicate. but it is certainly something that for your deeds, I would be pleased to help. If I should see you in Procampur, I will take the time to help you with this.
So
Thank you.
just Griff, I guess Griff will step forward, and he's been pretty quiet. I'll kind of, since she's there, I kind of want to bring her up to speed too with some of the things we found, and uh, educate her about like the potential phylactery of the other lich Moander that we found. That we understand that the crown was the phylactery of Veritas. So now we potentially have phylacteries of two different liches, that the djinn was given to us by a mind flayer in the Underdark, who has, according to the djinn, Nimbus, the key to set him free. And then we've also made commitments to people in the Underdark to try to clear out that area, and we did defeat the Moander's guardian. Not Moander. It was Moander, right?
Moander is the god, and the guardian was
Moander, yeah.
the beholder. Yeah,
The
yeah,
beholder, yeah.
mhm, yeah.
Yeah. So I share that with her, and then some of the things we've been through and found in the papers. And then I guess I could disclose some of what we have in the bag with relation to more knowledge that we would be able to share in return for more help, that in the form of the Codex of Shechelus and the Naturali scrolls, material scrolls.
Oh, yeah, Nantarial scrolls, or I don't
Yeah,
know how else
material
but
scrolls.
those are the
Yeah.
ancient myth Nantar scrolls. I think you would see a look on their face that of surprise that you've uncovered this much, not only about Veridis, who they've come to believe was somehow cursing the crown, but to know that it is his phylactery, and then to tie that together with the phylactery of Melkor being fragmented and being present in these soul jars that you've found as well. They would be fascinated by it, that you've essentially like figured out how it was done, and now we just have to figure out how to undo it. And they would be enamored with that knowledge. So if you're sharing any of the books or showing them any of that, they would be like leafing through it. And you can imagine, like, you guys are like sitting here with the waves breaking in the rocks in the middle of the inner sea. You can see nothing else except the tower, a couple hundred feet away from you, as you're getting this moment to convene with them. And they would be definitely taken back by the information of what Melkor is doing, and say that whatever you've figured out, the origin of this and where these soul jars are going, we need to uproot all of it. We need to find it, find every soul jar with his fragment, collect them, and destroy them. It will be the only way. But that is another battle for another day. For now,
So
Procampur is under
yeah,
threat.
so I would ask the party, because I don't know what, I guess Griff was in a room unconscious or something, but we haven't cleared the tower.
No,
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
No,
And do we know what's left in the tower? Did we not defeat the Medusa?
A Medusa.
So the Medusa is there. And did I share that with these two as well? I guess I don't know if you guys already did or not, but for all we know, as far as we got in the tower, we encountered a Medusa, and that could be the most powerful creature left in this tower. We don't know for sure. But if we were to defeat the Medusa, we would have two of the three towers defeated.
It, it may be, that may be true. you know not what lies beyond, but the problems of Procampur. And again, this is where you see Baden and Eliana disagree openly. That Baden is like intrigued by the idea, but Eliana is very much concerned about Procampur. So that's the response you get from those two. So I'll let the party weigh in on Griff's notion. Does anyone want to
I think if
clear the tower?
if she'd be willing to help supply us with either more scrolls or something, so we can face the Medusa afterwards, that might be a useful bargain we could strike.
Yeah, we seem to be advancing wildly without anticipation or proper preparation, and just blindly blundering forth. We have so many things that have not yet even been identified from months and months ago. So if we could spend some time and just rearm and
This
prepare.
sounds like something you could perhaps do at sea. Says
Possibly.
Baden.
True enough, we still have a ring, by the way, in our notes that are in the unassigned, unidentified magic items.
Yeah.
Said we got it from Fortuan the Minotaur.
We've got a bunch of stuff. 2 amulets of twisted serpents made of black iron, Nantarial scrolls, deep codex of Seychelles.
Yeah, that's what we just told these two about. They know what those are. They're just their histories of.
Yeah, let me look. So if I know that in game time this would be happening pretty quickly, it
We've
can't
got
take.
potions all over the place.
Yeah,
But we
we
don't
have
know
5
what they are.
potions that we haven't identified.
Like they know you know how
Yeah.
to identify stuff, so they're not gonna be able to sit here and identify. They don't have that kind of time either. But I get your
Right,
point.
right. But
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's
we
anything
need
they
to
would
find
offer.
our time to do it. Not necessarily that they should do it, but we need some time to do it and at least prepare. Now at least we have a lead on how to get rid of these stupid tattoos.
Yeah, and I'll share that as well. And Baden knows this. So I say it to Eliana. I said Baden knows the main reason for our quest and us being here, besides defeating the evil that these 3 liches represent and freeing those that have come to suffer under their rule so far, is that we want to remove these tattoos from Bart and from Kurza in order that they may have their free will back as well.
And the only way to do that is to take down these 3 towers and the 3 liches.
From what we have found and what we have been told from
Right. They're in the magic is intertwined.
Right.
I understand your plight, friends, and your cause, and I wish nothing more than to help you with your curse. But I could tell you that the tower still stands. Verdus is not destroyed, and his life force lives on in that crown. Moving forward and toppling Melkor now, maybe this is your chance. I know not what lies in the tower and do not have the time to venture in at the moment, but I trust your judgment and again would expect that we see you in Procampur in within a week's time.
I think the crown is also intertwined with that, the 3 towers and the 3 liches. And if that first lich that we've defeated once, we need to finish his demise, so to speak.
Yeah, so that's the crown, right? That's Verdus. So
I'm definitely for going
to
Procampur then.
Griff will ask this, and how long is the journey to Procampur once we do have the boat?
this would be something you would do a sailing check for. I think multiple of you have that, could answer that question.
We don't even know where we are.
Yeah, that's a fair point. You'd be guesstimating where you're at, but I
I
think
want to say we have seen the three towers on a map some point in time.
Right.
yeah. So
I have a seamanship.
I can bring us back to the map. I think that would be something we haven't looked at in a hot minute. So we are in the center. Well, no, we are actually over here in the Pirate Isles currently. So the party is over in the Pirate Isles.
Yeah, we need to finish Veridus off.
He's on the way.
And so
Yeah.
Well, his
That's-
crown's in Procampur. His phylactery is in Procampur.
So go get that first and then come back. Yeah.
Yeah, might be the way to go.
So she says she's told us she knows that ship will come back. Does she have an idea as to the rhythm? How often this thing? How long are we waiting here for?
the trade normally takes a day. The following day, the ship would return, and it will blow the horn. You should return call for it to come close enough to dock. If you do not return call, it will stay far off of the shore.
All right,
Plan.
well, let's set up a. So, is there like a dock?
Eliana is like, he told me they were sailors. And like Baden's like, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, where's the dock?
It's back
Or
by the
where-
tower. It's back by the tower.
Yeah.
And
The
it's
bottom
like
of the
off the
tower.
bottom of the back side of far side of the tower from the side you're on right now.
All right,
Is that-
how are we doing on? Go ahead, guys.
On what, sir?
Did we decide to? I guess we decided to go. We're going to Procampur.
Yeah. I guess we're
Alright.
gonna waylay and take over that ship. It's the only way off this rock for us right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's that or go back into the Underdark
Well,
or go take.
End of the day, I think we should at least get the ship, right? If we get the ship, we have the opportunity to, in theory, explore more of the tower while still being able to get out if we need.
Baden's
Other
says,
than
that
that,
was
we
my
are stuck
original-
at the tower.
I could buy you time. I could buy you time if you needed to return to Mithnantar for some reason, but returning through your portal would be folly.
Yeah, any way we go, any of these portals, it leads to a Cormyrian engagement.
Is there any way
I
as a
meant-
priest let them know that we were bewitched, we're cursed? None of that was really our fault.
Yeah,
And
that's
that
what she
it-
said. If in return for us taking out Procampur, they would both do that.
Yeah.
So I'm at 53 hit points out of 62. If somebody can hit me
The
with that.
Eliana will step forward and provide healing to any of the wounded, and she will heal you back to your full health.
All right.
And then how is everybody set for spells?
We rested, we're good.
Yeah, same here.
I've used like one first level spell slot.
Then I would suggest if we've decided we're gonna take this ship, then let's look for good ambush spots. Those of us with ranged weapons, and maybe find a good hiding spot, and start kind of putting a plan together on how we're gonna take this thing out. Obviously, we probably don't want to use fireball. Whatever else we can use to neutralize people without burning the ship down.
I think ships
you
have
know-
extra sails, man, so we'll be all right. We'll just have to bring some extra sails, provided we don't burn the deck up. But
I was gonna say they don't probably have extra decks, so
I think
extra holes.
Eliana will at some point be talking with Baden, like low voice, and she'll turn at some point and motion towards Bart and Kurza, and she will say to you that if you would trust me, I would like to take that bottle with me. I would like to learn more about it and its origin. And it would seem to me that it is some form of elemental bond. And seeing that the two of you bear a bond as well, I'm curious if there is some link between you. It might give you
Between the gin bottle and our tattoos.
and your own bond, yes.
Hmm.
But I would need time, of course, to study this, and this would be good collateral, don't you think, to make sure I'd see your smiling faces in Procampur?
I don't think
Yes,
you
and I
have to
think
worry
it's a
about
bit
us being there.
right. It's
Yeah.
Nod thinks it's a bit greedy and suspicious, especially since he's already not told this lady everything as well. Like Nod doesn't think this guy's
Is this
letting out his
Elion
whole
saying this or
intention.
Baden?
Look, well, yeah,
Well,
like he could gruff in his own way that he doesn't like it, or snort something just to give you a comment that he's not for the deal. Anyone else want to weigh in?
Who was
Bart,
saying that? Eliana or Baden?
Eliana, yeah,
Eliana was the one saying that there's a link, not Baden.
Yeah.
right,
Okay.
yeah.
that's true.
Okay.
Yeah, she's the one. Yeah,
I mean,
Okay.
after Baden failed to be able to do anything, Bart's kind of up for someone else giving some research to try to figure out how to
Yeah,
if there's anything they can do.
she has
Sahar
access
would
to so
agree.
much more knowledge, I think.
Yeah, and she's our friend. It's the temple has helped us. I think we trust her.
Yeah,
It
I
further us.
agree.
well, thank you.
So I'll give her the Nimbus's bottle.
She will put it away very quickly in a pouch, and from another pouch she will pull out what is like a brownish like scarf, and it has some of the stitching on it that resembles agma. And she says, hang this from the bow of your ship. It will help my agents know that you have arrived. And she'll
I
hand that over to you.
Griff also mentions that the name of the mind flayer was Zalfin, and he was the one that gave us the bottle.
And he was the one who also said that he could remove, or that I forget what it was. He was the help me out if anyone remembers what the
Is the mind flayer?
it was like
Oh,
if someone, I can't remember what it was now. It'll come back to me and I'll mention it later. But okay, yeah, you mentioned this to Eliana, and I think, like, again, you see some gears turning, that there's a mind flayer involved. And again, this wouldn't be all brand new to her, but not things she's thought about since you mentioned these things in passing. Your primary goal of your last time with her was to get your party resurrected, and not necessarily to pour through all of this and have her study it. So she's sort of piecing this together, and yeah, I think that would be good information for her to take with her. So she'll take note of that as well. Anything else? And you see Baden, like, kind of motioning to Eliana. He's like, I must return. They will be coming soon if I do not return. I will tell them we found nothing here. And she says, go. And he turns his gaze to you all again, and Baden says, I'm sorry, friends. I'm sorry that it had to come to this, and that we could not have ventured into Mithnantar together, for it is a splendor that I have never imagined. But and you have given me that gift, so hopefully I can repay my debt to you. And with that, he will turn and step into the portal and head back to Mithnantar. She sticks around for a moment after giving you that cloth and making sure that everyone is fully healed. And she will say, I want to give you some things to help you on your journey. And she is going to give you, beyond the other thing that she had handed you. What is it? Sorry, I just want to make sure
How
we
is
get
she?
the right thing.
How is she going back to Procampur?
She's gonna go with Baden. They're gonna make it seem as if they have not been able to find you. But she is going to leave Baden after. They're gonna basically say, we came, we looked, we didn't find them. Now I need to go back. You guys can stay and do what you want to do. And Baden and the Cormyrians might do that. She assumes they'll go back to Cormyr empty-handed, which won't be good for them. So she does say that, they have a you've picked a very stubborn group and persistent group to cross. I would be careful. I would be very careful. Lay low and be careful in the Pirate Isles as well as you sail through. You may I would not trust any vessel until you reach Procampur. I cannot vouch for any of the vessels in this region. But yeah, she reaches over and hands you what is a small piece of wood. And she says, "This is magical. It will help you. It will help you when you reach the ship." And she'll hand it over to Griff, who's the closest to her. And she says, "I do hope to see you again soon in Procampur in a week's time, which is 10 days in the Farunian calendar. But," she says, "be safe at sea." And she turns and enters the portal.
Yeah, we should probably not be close to the portal while they're doing this, just in case they decide to come through this way. If the Cormyrians get suspicious and want to come through, so maybe we should get away from the portal a bit.
All right, you want to head back across to the tower. If everyone's going to do that, you guys can roll a dex check here just to try to cross. You've spent, the afternoon pretty much over here, so it's mid-afternoon right now. So the sea is not as rough as it looks here, but it's still slippery and slick. This volcanic rock that the tower sticks out of is very, very shiny and slick and slippery. So a couple of you have already rolled and made it successfully, and you're able to get across with no issues. So far, everybody is handling it very easily. All right, so not an issue. You're back across to the mainland here of the tower. What is your plan from here? Do you want to go back into the tower to get to the dock, or are you trying to stay on the outside to reach the dock? What is the plan?
What's the safest path? I'm not familiar with where the dock is in relation to the tower and how to get there.
So it's like,
Oh.
I mean, the safest path, like if you were like to not have to climb on slippery rocks, would be to go back into the tower on the bottom level, go up to the main level, and then out to the dock. If you don't want to go in the tower, then it's just going to be a matter of traversing the rocks or finding some other way to get to the other side of the tower.
What do you guys think?
I think traversing the rock sounds like a broken leg. I don't think we're much danger in the tower. We just left there a little bit ago, right?
Well, there's a Medusa wandering around in there.
As far as we know, she went up to confer with her master. Perhaps if we just pass through quickly, it would be safe.
Says the sea elf who could just swim there in a matter of 30 seconds anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you guys
let's.
are through the
I'm
tower.
okay for. I'm okay for quarreling around the outside.
All right, we got one for inside, one for outside. What's Nod's thinking? What do you think, Nod? Would you want to go in, or do you want to stay on the outside?
Either way is fine. We're probably safer off inside. Well, we're liable to get damage outside. Like we'll take a little bit of health damage. Inside is slim possibilities of instant death.
Okay, and then Griff.
Either
Well,
way is
true.
fine.
Being turned to stone isn't really instant death, after all.
That's true. We do.
Hey, ask Tornak, how his XP is gaining right now.
True. We should free that poor guy, man. We need him.
Griff, what do you want to do? And Bart, what do you want to do? You two have to weigh in because we've got a split decision so far.
Oh, I already said I wanted to go through.
Oh,
so
okay. Sorry.
I'm
I
good
got
with
so
going through the top.
two in, and 2 out. Really.
Art's thinking we don't go back in until we're prepared to face what's there. So
I say I will give you.
he's
I'll be
happy to go for
the.
the rocks.
Brandon, go ahead.
That's 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh no, that's yeah.
Yeah, we can hear
I'll
you.
do 20. If it's low, we'll go inside. If it's high, so like 11 to 20,
Okay. All right.
we'll go outside.
All right,
Yeah,
let's commit to
outside
that.
it is.
Outside it is.
All
Yeah.
right. So
Alright.
you guys will be climbing on the rocks around this
How
thing. Is
would,
anyone doing anything other than just climbing the rocks?
Yes, if I
Some,
can safely swim and avoid the danger, that makes sense to me. I'm going to do that. I'm assuming this sea's too rough for me to help individually. One by one, help my partner swim around, though, right? For them, the rocks would be the safer option. Pretty sure, but I'll avoid danger if possible.
Yeah, I mean, for
Do
you
we
being
wanna
able to
do-
breathe underwater makes it so that it's a lot more forgiving, and your ability to move underwater makes it so you can evade rocks. So yeah, it probably would be safer for them to stay up there, but I don't know unless you guys have another
Right.
plan. I'm just making commentary.
Don, do you
Well-
want to do the rope and grapple like we did?
I can breathe underwater too, but I'm not quite as fast as Saharn.
We can definitely just try to rope across and help try to get everybody across via the rope.
Okay. Well, so if you guys are trying to run a
Whoever
rope
else.
to help with it, you can, whoever's gonna run the front rope can do like a climb walls check to get over to the section that you need to here. So I think that's a decent plan. And Nod does that. So Nod scales the side of a very steep part, but cuts out a lot of the jagged climbing by running the rope across it, so you can shimmy across the rope and cut out a really good portion of the danger. So that is there, but you need to, I guess, do a rope use check to get your rope set up for others to climb on.
I don't have rope use. I mean, can I just
Well,
hold the other end?
whoever does have rope use, whoever, yeah, like someone has to do a rope
Well,
use with one end of the rope. So
Let's see, I can do it, but it's not going to be proficient. So let's just look and see what rope use is. It
You
is
had a-
dexterity.
I think it's Dex.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
I do
do
have a
if you're
grappling
doing
hook.
a grappling hook.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Oh God.
yeah,
That's a -2, so it's technically a 22.
yeah, impressive failure.
Fail hard. No, we'll take it. He thinks he ties off the rope securely. Yeah, come on over.
All right.
Yep.
Okay,
That's
so
what would
the
happen.
rope, basically what's going to happen here is, for those of you who are going to climb the rope, you're going to do dex checks, but because the rope is not firmly attached, you're going to have a minus because the rope is dangling and you're kind of bouncing around on this thing and it could toss you, but you're going to have a -1 to your rolls.
I'll go
So
first.
just if you want to add those in to your actual roll, I think you can do modifiers, but
I did. I added a -1.
all right. Griff has no problem with the bounce in the
All right.
rope.
So if I get there, do I notice that the rope's not secured?
Yeah, yep. Well,
Okay.
you noticed that
So
it was
when I get up
more
there-
difficult for you than it could have been.
Okay.
Yeah,
I say, wait. Let me try to secure the rope.
go for it.
All right. So what do I need to do?
You can do a
Dex?
rope. Yeah, if you've got rope use or just a dex check, it is a
Yeah.
dex check.
So
Yeah.
Dex check -2 or just Dex
I
check?
think for a non-proficient, it's -2 or 3, right?
Make it 3. Throw some danger in there.
Yeah, let's do 3. Why not? It's just a dangling rope. It's not that big of a. Yeah,
Just
it says it
15%.
can be
You're fine.
from anywhere from 2 to 6. Is
Oh,
what
look at that.
You
I
had
had the
no
-3
problem
and then
tightening
6.
that. Let me show you a better spot. And
Yeah.
the ranger finds a nice rock to firmly attach this. So the others, you can go ahead and make your dex rolls to cross the rope with no minus. Bart makes it. We got Bart, we got Nod, we got Griff. Well, Kurza does not. Well, you're trying to climb the wall here, Kurza.
Yeah,
So
with a little help from the rope. So
yeah, I think though, unfortunately here, you're starting to slide down this thing, and you're dangling from the rope now. Oh, okay, yeah, so you did pass this. So you're able to get a hold again on the rope. And I think in this case, given that, you can reach across, but you were close to falling. And anyone else left?
Yeah, it's a good thing Griff didn't
Someone's
fix
swimming
that.
around.
Anyone else?
Nope.
Everyone across? Okay, so I think we've got, yeah, I've got Schauser in here. Just, it helps me to remember who's here by only having who's here. All right, you have made your way across now to this outer dock on the back of the tower. I don't know if I have art for this one. I don't think I do. But do you guys want to talk through the plan on what you're trying to do essentially?
So I have a short bow. I can try to use that, or I can go in and just start wailing on them while we somehow distract them so that I can sneak on board and get in the middle of them. But if we have any better ways
I think
range to
we
take these guys out, then
I
like
think we
darts.
use the horn. Right. I'm getting half an idea. It might be risky.
Okay.
Somehow grappling hook rope underwater, water breathing. We blow the horn, get the ship to land. We have a group in the back. We have a distraction up front.
we have the piece of wood that Ilyana gave you, Griff.
Mhm.
So that apparently is supposed to be applicable to this in some fashion.
You said
Yeah,
once
she
we get
didn't
on
really.
board, use it. Yeah.
So
Assuming it's
something
going to
will.
help guide us to the Procampur.
Oh, I thought it was more of a help us assault the boat.
I don't know. It's a piece of wood that's magic. So I don't know what it is unless you want to identify it. And take 10 hours
Not enough
traveling.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, not enough time.
I'm gonna guess it works like a lodestone. Compass points the way.
Yeah. She didn't
Or
really give us any instructions. What I'll take a
No.
look at it. Is there, I mean, I could pass it around. We can all take a look at it and see if there's any writing on it or anything, or a trigger.
Or does it
Yeah,
act
yeah.
on its
So you
own?
do see that if you look at it more closely, you can see that there is a word carved into the bottom of this piece of wood.
All right. What does it say?
Hmm.
It is in, let's see, what would this be in? I guess this is just common. Yeah, I don't see any other
No idea
reason.
what this says either.
Let's see, what is the word? Oh, okay. Here, I'm gonna type it.
Argento?
And I think for this one, you guys could do a wisdom check, let's say. Intelligence check. Wisdom or intelligence, whichever is better for you.
That's fitting.
Okay, so this is an expression that is from Procampur that you remembered hearing during your time there, probably even particularly during the gladiator battle that you attended. And it would have been chanted at times, and Ardento means to awaken or to rise.
Interesting.
Okay.
Okay, so
No clue.
yeah, you got.
Kurza, since this is magic, do you want to hold this?
Now she gave it to you, so we'll stick with that.
All right. It's all right. I'll keep it on me, but I've listed it in the bag of holding
Okay.
so we know it exists.
Sure.
All right.
You know,
We're all looking to try to find good ambush spots, but I like Nod's idea of having an ambush party swim around behind I can hide pretty good. I know Nod can too.
I can hide reasonably well.
You can also breathe in the water.
That too.
I was thinking you and Saharn maybe swim around to the back of the boat. We'll blow the horn and get him to come to shore and dock and secure the ship and maybe start leading, whatever captives they have off the boat or whatever did you guys get to see what they did the first time when they docked? What the procedure is, I
No.
guess.
Some of them left the ship and went inside, and perhaps we should wait for the same before we.
There was a small boat that they brought over, and that the four of them exited that small boat to come in, and we assume to make contact and arrange the trade, and that was all interrupted, and everyone was killed. The boat left, and then now at this point it's believed that the boat will return. So
Is this dock even big enough for the main ship to dock here, or is it only fit small boat?
No, it can get there. I do have an art of this. I'll kind of show you what that looks like in just a second.
So in theory, it's what I'm thinking is if we respond with the horn, the ship proper will dock. And then we wait for it to unload whoever leaves the ship, wait for a certain. So we
They
don't.
said it'll approach closer, is what she said.
True.
They may still send a small boat. Is the cave tall enough to accommodate the tall sails of a sailing vessel at this dock?
Let me show you guys what you're
Okay.
dealing with here a little bit so you can see this, but it is just these large boulders that sit here, so it would be tight. The ship could definitely dock here, though. Could definitely dock here.
Oh, okay.
But this is where you found the smaller dinghy boat tied up.
Again, we
Is the
think
smaller dinghy boat still there?
I believe it was when you were there before, so yeah, it is here. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you do have that going for you. You've got like what is it, like a 15-foot rowboat, wooden rowboat.
Okay.
So what's the party thinking here? Do we just want to take our position and hide and wait, or are you guys camping?
They brought bodies, and now they're going to take back books, right?
Well, no, actually what you believe they
Or is it the
do is
reverse?
they come on and they negotiate what the trade will be, and then when the ship returns, they make the trade. So when the ship returns, it will likely have hostages on it. That's your guess. Based on the
Okay.
books and the way that their process seemed to be of the trade.
Oh,
Interesting.
So you have at this
well,
point the potential of freeing multiple slaves, as it were, which is a noble deed.
Okay.
May
and
not
if any
likely know
of
how to
them,
sail.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Some of them at least might become crew.
Yeah, that's
So,
possible.
so the best way or what we should do is figure out how we want to attack them, or ambush them, however you would like to put it, and take the ship,
Yeah.
Correct.
commandeer their ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, that's really
Couple
the
of
question. Do you want to try to employ the boat at all, or is the plan to get them to dock and then jump aboard and all of that? And then, obviously, what's plan B? So, let's lay that out. Have you guys think that out, and we'll take our break right here. So, we'll take 10 minutes, and we'll be back, and we'll decide. We'll figure out what you decide.
sounds
Okay.
good.
All right. All right. We're mostly back. So, any ideas as it's getting dark now, and your plan is being discussed amongst the waves crashing into the rocks below you.
Does it appear the ship at all is coming as it's getting dark?
Let's see, make a wisdom check.
Oh, that's my best stat. As soon as the character sheet pops up here.
So, any thoughts on the water breathing coming in from behind? Any thoughts? There was another one I thought of. Maybe playing dead, like leaving a body here, or something like that, laying there on the ground. Let the boat pulling. Well, we have to blow the horn, right? To
We
get
could
the
lay,
boat to land, we have to blow the horn.
yeah, we could lay Tornak out, kind of disguise it a little bit, like as the dead body.
Making them true bait. True bait. Saharn, you
I'm sure. I
notice
think.
that in the horizon you see something that at first it looks like it's like on top of the water, very small, and then you get like an angle where you get a good view of it, and it is in fact a Sahagin on the back of a shark.
Well, I'm going to report that to my friends. Do I only see one or
One.
multiple?
You see one.
I think perhaps he's a scout. We should hide amongst the rocks or wherever we can.
Are there any boxes here?
Boxes? No. Inside? Maybe. The Medusa has a box for you if you want to go in there and try to ask her for it. She'll show you.
Is that point of
Don't
rock
say.
right off the dock real, Jamie? That's part of this scenery.
Yeah, yeah, there's like a couple spots where there's these jutting volcanic rocks.
I'm going to volunteer to hide in the water around the dark side of that rock.
Maybe
Just keep
not with the
watch.
shark. If
Uh,
what you're saying with the shark is true, you probably shouldn't hide in the water with the shark.
probably wasn't a good wisdom roll, was it?
You can pass the roll, but the plan
Um,
may not be a good plan, right? You know, but I don't know.
Right.
No, I'm
Yeah.
just saying
Maybe
it's
we're
a
better off
bad idea.
inside. We blow the horn. We take out the invading party, whoever comes in first, and then
Yeah,
we
But
go to the ship after.
so
that
not
makes
I
sense.
like that, but with also maybe you and I, since we can hide pretty well, maybe Kurza hide around outside, and then when they go in, we go rush the ship. Um,
How long
uh,
does water
Then
breathing
we're
last?
then we're leaving essentially anybody else, like our two spellcasters inside undefended.
but
Then
yeah, maybe I don't know. I was just
yeah,
thinking
it's a
maybe,
rough one. I'm with you. Like
or
maybe
you,
I'm fine with
or
laying
we,
it down on the ground, being a dead body, and letting them just walk past. Maybe we'll pile corpses. I will lay in the bottom of the corpses, wait until they pass, and then come out from behind.
Did we
All
kill
right, so
anybody
something
out
is
here?
just cleaned up, and we'll just lay all the corpses
Oh,
out here on the dock.
there was,
Hell yeah!
there is a body that's not far from here that you could see, where it basically had a dart launched into the back of it as it ran away, trying to escape, and Nod put it
Okay.
down. So I don't know if you guys cleaned that up. I don't recall, but you would remember that spot, and that's an area that
Yeah, I
would.
don't think we cleaned up too much.
No, I don't think
I would
so.
say clean it up.
Well, yeah, that maybe Nod will do just that. He'll grab all the bodies and kind of maybe usher
Okay.
like Griff to help him to first speed the process and drag them all out here and kind of start fitting himself down underneath everything and under all the dead bodies. Gross, but
And
Okay.
it's we got darkness coming, right? You said,
yep.
Jamie?
Yep, it is getting dark,
All
and
right.
you're just starting. You just were told about this Hogwin on the shark that's scouting around.
I think we could easily hide amongst the rocks if it's getting dark. When they land, just ambush them.
Yeah.
So Harn has all kinds of
Remember,
options. He can go in the water. He could go over and stuff. I think the others, not being the most stealthy, would need to have a solid plan for how they're gonna stay hidden.
there is a nice pile of corpses over here. You're welcome to join me.
We do
Yeah,
have
y'all just
water
lay in a
breathing
pile and
spells.
wait for them to walk up and see what happens.
Maybe lay Tornik out beside as well, the stone minotaur. Everything got cleaned up and put out here.
Do we have anything that we could create an illusion of just boxes?
One other thing too to think about, guys, is it probably normal standard procedures. They wouldn't pull up and a bunch of dead bodies would be laying around the tower. That might
Right.
be suspicious.
But also, it's not normal for them to encounter adventurers here.
Yeah, but they wouldn't see us. They would just be pulling up to bring
Yeah, hide the
prisoners
bodies.
inside. That's just my thoughts. My plan is I'm gonna hide outside the tower within bow shot. I don't know who has the horn and where it's normally blown from. I'm assuming inside the tower. I don't know.
Well, you could
Uh,
probably stand inside the cave a little bit so that you're kind of in shadow. Either
Okay.
myself or Nod could probably place you correctly to be hidden a little bit.
Well, I
So
can
it's
hide.
not
So
so it's not
the
obvious
yeah.
that you're
So the
you want to be kind of visible so they see somebody blowing the horn, but you don't want to be recognized as non-Sahaquin or something
Well,
like that.
the Madar were the ones that were in the tower,
Okay, so
but they
you
were
don't want to be
trading.
recognized as a non-Madar.
Yeah.
All right.
What?
Well,
Yeah.
this figure on the shark back does wind its way closer to the island and the dock area to the point that you're all feeling as if you need to take an action. So, you do see Griff scurry and find a very well hidden spot where he's able to hide. Kurza as well hides in a nice spot. Anyone else taking any other action if let's see
I
if
just
go ahead.
I just say real quickly. I said everybody hide quickly.
Yep, I want to follow them and hide.
Bart will, yeah, try and get out of sight as well.
So I guess these are dex checks if you don't have a specific skill for hiding.
oh yeah, Nod's just laying next to the other dead body, I guess, at this point.
Of
If
course I
not the
don't.
corpses that are there, if he actually did drag
Did you
them out.
pass by
We drag the bodies
pattern?
out of sight.
To be fair,
Okay.
did we actually enter the tower and drag bodies out? If there was only one dead
No,
guy
there was only
outside.
one body in sight. Like
Right,
you
we
didn't.
were discussing, so yeah.
Yeah,
Nod's just gonna go over there and lay next to the dead body
that
and
was yeah. Nobody entered the tower as far as I know. You guys just cleared the visible sight from out here. So it
Yeah.
looks like everybody's got themselves in a good spot. The others, you might notice that both Nod and Bart don't seem to have picked a good spot to hide.
yeah, I mean I'm laying next to the other body.
And they're kind of the problem is that this thing's getting close enough that if they try to find a different spot to hide, they're gonna risk it. But if they stay where they're at, they're definitely gonna get seen when this thing gets closer. So, what does the party say to them? Because you all notice that Bart and Nod don't look well hidden.
I'm gonna call
Deeper
out.
into the dark. Deeper into the dark. Hide yourselves better.
There you go.
All right, so you all can try to scramble and find a different spot here. And so in this case,
Sure.
go ahead and do 2 dexterity checks for the scramble and then the hide.
Yeah, I
Oh,
try to yell
guys,
out,
good
or not
luck.
yell out, but I
Okay.
try to say, Bart, Nod, head for the tower.
All right.
No,
They'll think you're heading for the
Nod might
tower.
commit to the bid, right? Nod was convinced that laying with the dead bodies would be the way.
Okay,
There is no dead body in view. We
so
moved it away.
There was once
Two.
a Halquin dead
yeah,
body
2.
near the
And I
docks.
think yeah.
And we
All
got rid
right,
of it.
Bart, you find a new spot and you get yourself hidden enough that it looks a lot better. Like the rest of you feel safe about him. Nod, let's see, you failed yours. You failed your check. So you kind of go to scramble and you slip and fall out into the open.
I
So
mean, yeah, I guess I can fortune. Why not? We do have 5. It's getting later into our thing, right?
sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go for it.
See
Okay.
what happens.
All right. So you're able to get out, and now you can roll again to hide.
We'll do this one.
How far out to sea is this thing, Jamie?
All right. It is at this point. It's within 200 feet and closing. And so just as you guys are all telling them to hide, this thing is closing in, and Nod gets himself hidden, and all of you are really well hidden. Everybody actually made a good check and a good roll. You used 1 fortune, and you got yourselves hidden. And what you end up seeing would be familiar to some of you. Saharn was right that these are the Sahagwan scouts that like to come out before the ships and swirl around the ship. You might remember when you took off from the Sahagwan vessel, several of these were in the waters doing the same patrolling. So that's what you're seeing here. And I don't know if I just have like an overhead image for the map of these, but you can imagine what a Sahagman on the back of a shark may look like. And this thing is going at a pace where you can tell it's surveying and looking around, taking in, and it does not seem to spot any of you. So let me pull you off of here because you guys are not out in the open. So after a few minutes of you all watching this, it circles the island once, and then you see it head back out to sea. And at that point in the distance, you see the outline of the ship very far out there, where it is just barely noticeable, but it is there. Let me go even smaller, put it way out there. And so it is time, it appears, as it's starting to now get completely dark, and you're about to lose sight of it. Even as it's getting closer, it's going to be harder to see because it's just at that point of night. So, anything anyone wants to do differently as you're all hidden away here? Any preparation or other actions?
Are we going to ambush the first group? Is that our plan? Or are we going to let a group enter the tower and then take what's left on the ship?
Let them
Maybe
dock and
we go for the ship. Yeah, we wait until they dock and then go for the thing. I think last time they had a small paddle boat first.
I suspect if we respond with the horns, the ship will dock.
We
Right.
might want to.
And
We don't
then
know what to blow on the horn though, do we? That was kind of dilemma we had before. Is making the proper call with the horn, wasn't it?
it's true, my brother. I guess the best we can do is just imitate whatever signal they give and hope it's correct. I don't know what else.
or
Okay.
just give it a single blast and hope for the best.
Yeah.
So this ship is closing in, getting quite a bit closer now to where you can see it, and in the water around it, you see 2 of the Sahagwans on sharks kind of swirling, doing their perimeter scouting as they are known to do. So the ship gets to, I don't know, maybe let's call it a half a mile offshore, off the dock, and it pulls up, and you hear a loud horn blow from the ship vessel in a pattern of 3.
Give them the same signal back. Whoever's got the horn.
Who's
Yeah,
got
no, I guess if that's what you want, Nod will kind of pull the horn out of his belt pouch and give him the same response.
All right, I think this is a what did we say? I think this is gonna be, in this case, it's not under duress. You're just trying to play it. So this is a dex check, but it has a -4.
Oh dear.
Can I give you a proficiency for like maybe information gathering? Like from like all the times I've heard them blowing these horns and like looking for a response.
Sure. Yeah, you could do a check. See if you
Yeah, no idea. All right.
just go in for it. Wow, great roll.
Cool.
That was a huge roll,
That's without
actually.
any
Big,
modifier.
um, so in that case, you return. You're trying to imitate the sound, and the first one you get out doesn't. It's kind of like muffled, but the second one is perfect, and the third is perfect to where it sounds recognizable, as if you did a pretty good close imitation for a guy that never practiced on the horn. So I think the rest of you are satisfied with what Nod did. Um, and as that happens, you do see
They
that
sail away.
no, in fact,
No.
you actually see that there is a little ship that drops off of here, off the side of this vessel, and starts to come closer to the shore, or to the dock.
How many in the vessel?
So yeah, it looks like there's 4.
Yeah, but once they get too far away from the ship, they're not even going to be able to.
Yeah, I
You know,
think.
we won't be able to see the
I-
ship soon, and they won't be able to see us.
Yeah, I
So
think.
we should be able to take out the ship or the boat, and then maybe disguise ourselves a little bit and row out to meet the ship.
I think it will be spotted. We
The
have combat on the beach.
the smaller ship
Not in the dark.
brings itself within to the edge of the dock, and it does throw up a few. They do throw a few lines up and tie off to that far post, and at that point you would see several Sahagwin exit the vessel and start walking down the dock
Dock.
towards the tower.
Said there was 4 of them.
There's 4 of them. Yeah, I'm gonna get the pictures
Okay.
in a second. Let's see.
I'm looking at Nod. A little nervous, wondering what he's going to do. He has a tendency to just rush out and attack things.
All right. Well, they kind of because unless no one's really done anything, so you guys are still hidden successfully, and unless someone's doing something to interrupt this, they walk right by you
Ah,
and into the tower. At which point it might register what they're gonna find in the tower.
yeah, I think we should.
Take the boat.
No, I'm going to shoot him in the back.
Oh my God.
Shoot him in the back. Shoot him in the back.
Chaotic
for the
group of
boat.
adventurers. I swear to God. You guys are totally chaotic.
Well, if they go
Go ahead.
inside, they're going to raise the
How far
alarm.
from
If we take the boat and leave, they're stuck here. That's
how
4
far
less
from the ship
Sahagwin.
am I, Amy?
If we take the
Mm.
boat, they're dead.
What,
Or
say that
if
again?
we kill them, we can
What's my
take the
question?
boat. It's not a problem.
How far away from the ship am I?
It's
As Griff.
0.2 of a mile off the ship itself, but the rowboat is, at the end of the dock. I'm gonna try to get
I'm waiting
There.
for
an overhead
Chris's
view
roll.
for when you depart the. I have an overhead view of just the sea and the ships. I don't have like the island map to put you on right now, so I'll see if I can put one together. But really,
Am I
it's all you
within?
guys. I imagine at this point, it's all of you guys like staring at each other in the rocks, tucked away, like sticking your head out and whispering and arguing about what you're doing. And like, I want to shoot him in the back, and Saharan like, no, don't do it. So it's up to you all, but we can, if you are gonna take an action, I'll bring up the initiative, and we can start down that path.
Are you doing it, Chris?
This would be,
Yeah, I think we should. I think we should do initiative, but I want to say so that
he rolls a
those
1.
closest to me can hear is
Well, put up the order, then we'll
yeah.
go.
We have-
'Cause it's
we have to
like,
click
Oh,
on
I'm
our
taking
token,
that
right?
1. That's a perfect 1. I mean, this is flavorful. And I'm sorry, Tim. You were finishing what you were saying, but he rolled. I missed the end of what you were just saying.
No, I was gonna say that I was gonna say we have to get to the ship.
Yeah, but we can't see the ship can't see us. We can't see the ship.
Well,
We
they're
can see
only
the
100 or so yards off. They can see everything, and you can see
Yeah.
100 yards.
At midnight.
What?
Yeah,
I
it's
can see
dark.
90 feet.
It's dark.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. It is dark. It is after dark. I forgot about that.
That's why I asked how
Right.
far away from the ship was I.
Yep. Yeah, so it's
Well,
you
there
can
you
just
go. There's
know
the
where it's
second
at, but
shot.
you don't have a great view of what's going
Of
on
course,
the
they
ship.
are. They should be surprised. I'm shooting them in the back, so maybe the second one will hit.
All right, let me see.
All right, are we doing initiative?
Yeah, we are. Go
I
ahead and
get
roll. You
we're
guys
in
can go ahead and
combat
roll.
now.
I'm trying to get a map. I'm trying to be a step ahead here and get a different map, but
All right.
So
I am
We have to have
just
tokens to roll.
yeah.
there's a spell, Jamie,
oh yeah,
from
yeah. You
the
can drag. Go ahead
player's
and drag your
options
token
book
out.
I'm looking at. If
I'm not
that's
sure what the heck is this.
That's official.
right.
That's official, in my opinion.
Ah.
Bart.
Oh, speaking of that stuff, guys, I went ahead and pulled the trigger and I ordered the complete Mage Wizard spell compendium
Oh, that's so
set,
awesome. That's so amazing.
right? So now I'll
Oh,
have all those
we need
nice little.
we need tokens in order to turn order.
Yeah, sorry, I'm
It's
on
either of
another
the
screen
mine.
right now, and let's see.
Okay. Sorry.
You're fine.
Well, Jamie, you can add a 6 to my initiative, and so Harn's just gonna
So you guys can
start praying for protect my
you can just
foolish
drop
comrades from their actions.
you can just drop your tokens on here. It's fine if it's not the art or whatever. But having your
Gigantic.
token on the screen is what determines whether or not you can roll initiative.
Yeah, you have to.
So I've got everybody so far. I'm working my way down. Did I miss? I missed Nod. Oh wait, I got Nod. Who did I miss?
You're missing B.
Oh yeah, I am missing you. Okay, there we
You're
go.
missing Curza.
Hold on.
I am seeing every other token is large.
Yeah, they're all messed up when you do it this way because the original image files are different, I guess. All right, so I've got it now. I think I've got all of you on there, so you should be able to roll initiative. But really, this
It
combat's
won't
gonna
let me
start off.
select my token.
Is it really?
You
I
can
can't
put.
select the token either.
I can't either,
Oh, I
but
know
that's
why.
all right.
I'm on the. Hold up, guys. I'm all over the place. Let me put you on the right. There you go. Now you can do it.
I'm starting a rumor here now that our DM drinks heavily before every session.
Before, during, and after.
Yep. You can add 6 to my initiative for a total of 12. So I am going to start a prayer spell.
Just click
Same
on your
thing.
token.
Yeah,
and
you can
roll it.
click your token now. You should be able to. Or here, I'll add you in, and you can type it in. Same with like Bart, and then
Yep.
Nod. Okay. All right, so yeah, I've got all you guys in there. Like this is basically gonna kick off with the 1 that you rolled, unless Chris, you're using a fortune on that one. Well, it looks like you did. Okay, so the fortune will mean that you'll
Wait,
just
no.
miss instead of fumble.
No, he
No, I don't necessarily.
you
I
get
just take
2 shots.
Oh,
Right,
okay.
that's
Oh, I
first
see.
and second
Oh, okay.
shot.
Okay, I got you. So roll on the fumble chart, and let's see what happens. Unless you want to spend a fortune.
You want to shoot them in the back, and all you're going to do is alert them.
Yeah,
His
I'd
very
much
first
That's what
roll.
rather
he's gonna do either way.
actually use
Yeah.
a fortune if
Sure.
is amenable to everyone.
Yeah, is that 2 out of 5?
3 left. Yeah, 2 out of 5 spent. Yep.
Okay.
There. Oh wow! Look at the swing of roll 20.
Damn.
So you are aiming at the back of the Hogwin here, Chris, and you hit him perfectly with this arrow shot. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Yeah, let's see. How do we do damage here?
Roll on the crit chart.
Yeah,
Too
you
bad you
roll the
didn't
crit chart first, and then you can roll your arrow damage.
Oh, right. Okay. Where's our crit chart? There we go.
Too bad that wasn't a called shot to the back of the head.
Okay,
Nat
all
20.
dice
Maximum
rolled
damage.
at their highest value, so it'll be a max crit. Deadly.
Yeah.
Oops,
No, that's
that's not
not.
it.
So
It's all right. I think you should have
let's
a
try this
arrow.
one.
It's a 6. Yeah.
There we go.
Well, yeah. So what
It's a
is it
6
though? It's
dider.
6. Okay, yeah. Thank you.
6
And-
plus 1, so that's 7 points.
Okay, so
But they
7
all roll
times
max.
2.
Right? Shouldn't that be
There's only one.
Well, it's
Yeah.
double damage. So,
7?
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, you smack the hell out of this and set everything off into combat. So then, that's really where the turn order starts. So go ahead, Nod. You would be first actually to act.
Nod had rolled in with his dart. After he sees the first shot fired, he's going to begin his volley or barrage, the volley.
Oh. Okay. So 2 hits.
Wow.
Are you aiming for the same
Oof.
one that Kurza already hit? Or others? Or do you want and if you're aiming for others, is it the same one or different ones?
I'll aim the first one at the one Kurza hit, and I'll aim the next one at the next one that not the same one.
I'm gonna
would
move
spread
these
it out a
guys
little
out
bit.
here just so that I can track this a little bit. I don't really have a perfect map for this scenario, but this one has already taken the damage from Kurza. I'm gonna put red on it. This next one then would be the one that you hit. Okay, so and you said you're aiming both at the same one, or
One at the one that Kurza shot at,
and
and
one
one
for
at
the
the
other one?
next
Okay,
one.
got it. So the red one's taken 2 shots then successfully, and you took 14 from that shot. He falls over dead, actually. Now that I see that total, where is it? This one.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so this one is dead. The other one is just wounded from the dart that's sticking out of its back, and they were all surprised. So they do turn around now and face you, and they are in the turn order. But well done, good start. It is Griff, I believe, next.
I start heading for the boat that's tied on the pier.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Are you trying to
I
stay
guess that's up
hidden
here.
while doing that, or are you just trying to all out?
I can try. Yeah. I do you allow move silently while you're moving?
I'm trying.
I mean,
I
hide in
meant
shadows.
hide in shadows. Yep. You can do that. You can do that.
You do that? Okay, I'll try.
We're between them and the boat at this point, are we not?
All right. And
Kind of. They walk past us.
Yeah, they
this
just
is just
Yeah,
more
that's
about
true.
this is just more about staying hidden to the boat that I'm having Griff roll.
Oh,
But
I don't know what you're up to, man.
he is able to move his way down the dock pretty well hidden, and then eventually towards the end of the dock. So I'll move you to the very end of the dock, right by where the boat is. What's your intent, to board the boat?
yeah. I want to make sure we're able to secure the boat.
Okay.
And if I see anything nearby that's threatening to prevent us from taking the boat, or if I can see the ship, then that's what I'm looking for.
So you
I want to find where the
see
ship is.
the angle you get, you see one of the Sahagwin on the back of the shark, and you see that he's swirling in the waters between you and the ship, and that he kind of cruises by. So up to this point where you've reached, you haven't been noticed, and you're able to get aboard the boat. So you can be on it, and next turn you can kind of interact with it. But you've secured it for now. Saharn would be next, I believe. You're
Somewhat
still
silly question, but Yeah, is he more than like 30 feet away from me now?
Who?
Griff.
Griff?
Yeah,
Mm,
probably.
yeah, you know
He's
what? I'll give you a coin flip if you're trying to do a duration. I'll give you a coin flip if you want to roll for it. That's or I'll roll. We'll
well, I'm
say
rolling my eyes at all the chaos my
okay.
friends
I'll
are
say it's
causing.
50. He has a 50-50 shot, and so if it's 51 or better, then he's within 30 feet, and he is within 30 feet,
Okay,
just on the edge
cool.
of it.
Because I am doing the prayer spell.
All right.
So that was my intent. I intended
I
to
got you
start
kind of
that
like
when
this. Then you guys hit it
Kurza,
amongst the rocks.
yeah, whenever Kurza fired his arrow. So what we consider it going off now, or will it go off at the end of the round?
Oh, that already happened. Yeah, that already happened. You
It's
mean,
kind of
or
like
are you
in a
talking about
surprise
on
round or
like
something.
his last shot? Is that what you're talking about? Or
Nope. This first initial surprise when
yeah,
just
that
shot him in the back. That's when I wanted to start my prayer.
I
And I'm
got you.
just asking
I got
you,
you.
do you consider it going off now on my initiative?
Yeah, I do. I do. Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So +1, guys, from here on out. For the next 5 rounds after this,
Oh,
we'll
good.
have to consider this the first round. But yeah,
All right.
6 round total.
All right. The blessings of Seharn upon you.
I'm hoping to save us from some damage because I'm anticipating we still have to go attack the ship. I don't want us all wounded.
All right, Kurza, you are next.
More of the same.
Okay. You go down the line. You want to aim for the one that Nod hit, or one that's a fresh. Do you want
Yep.
fresh meat? Okay.
Oh, one nod hit.
Okay. That's a miss.
And number 2,
Number 2.
armor class
That
3.
hits. That will hit him actually.
6 damage.
6 more damage. Okay, so he's not looking great. Um. So another couple shots, another couple arrows rip from the rocks out. One missing, one hitting, and it is now the Sahagwan's turn. And they are not too pleased about this. I think I'm gonna have them. They are, because Griff snuck by. He is not currently a known enemy. It will really just be those in the rocks that are shooting at them that they would see, and they're gonna return fire with spears. So all 3 of the Sahagwan are going to fire. Let me have Saharn, Nod, Bart, and Kurza all roll a percentile, and whoever is the lowest is gonna be the one that gets attacked here.
I was hoping to be hiding in
Or
the
is not
rock
whoever's the highest
wall.
does not get attacked. I'm sorry. Whoever's highest does not get
Okay.
attacked. That's what this is. Okay, Nod does not get attacked, unfortunately. The rest of you are going to catch an attack roll. It doesn't mean you were hit. It just means that the spear is coming your way as you're ducking in the rocks, doing the same thing, trying to ambush them successfully so far. Let's have them roll. So I'll have them just go down the line with Saharn, Bart, and then Kurza with their shots. And I don't know why it rolled twice. The first one is, so it's going to be Bart that's going to take the 20 here. The other 2 are going to be misses. And
Actually,
oh,
I have gloves of missile snaring.
okay.
I don't know if it works
Let's read that.
for
I don't know if that works when, let's see how that
somebody
works.
else. Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm copying and going to paste it now. Copy and paste.
Okay.
Would that constitute your turn?
Yeah, it says it has to be within 5 feet of you as well.
I mean, Bart is right beside me. That's what I'm
Yeah,
asking. Can I catch that
I know.
spear?
I think this would just be another one of those situations where we would just do like a 50-50 roll to see if he is within the range, because I don't want to say he is or isn't. He could be,
So
but you know, so I
what?
would.
I want high.
Yeah, you probably want high. Let's do that. Do a 50-50 roll, and we'll take high.
51 or above. Ooh.
Okay,
Oh,
he's just a little further
We got
away.
fortunes. We got fortunes. Is it worth it? 50-50?
I've got a
Save
pretty
'em.
good paralyze.
I'm hoping to again help avoid some damage by catching the spear.
Use it.
Nice.
There you go.
All right, you're gonna use it, and you've got it now. So in this case, let's see exactly what happens. All 4 javelins.
To return a hand-thrown missile to its center as an attack in a subsequent
Okay,
round.
okay, so it just prevents damage. So yeah, Bart, this thing was about. Did you see what it was about to do? The strike was about to do paralyzation.
Yeah, I saw that.
So you were just saved from a perfect shot. This must have been going
Your
right
life flashing
for
before
your
your eyes.
vitals when Nod reached over and grabbed it and stopped the arrow tip from puncturing your robe. So yeah, the others missed. They sailed their spears over you, and it's Bart's turn. You've been given a second chance.
I'll say in a less commanding voice than I was intending to, maybe. To the 3 Sahaguin, I'll speak out to them. I guess all I know that is common that they might understand to mourn your fallen. Trying to get them to be distracted from us and
All right.
tend to their wounded Sahaguin out there.
All
I
right.
think they get a save versus spell, I assume. I don't know if prayer just gives us bonuses. It doesn't give negatives to the.
Gives them a negative to their saving throw.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So -1, and
Yes.
for them this is save versus what? What was it again?
Spell?
Save to negate. It should be a spell, yeah.
Okay. All right. So they have a 14 that they need to roll. They need a 14 or better. So
Oh.
this can affect all 3 of them, right? So all 3 need to roll this, right?
2, 6, and a 20-foot
Okay. Yeah.
area. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna roll for all 3 of them here. They need 14s or better. That's not gonna do it. Wow.
Oh my.
That is a fantastic roll for you all. So yeah, they are all now under the dictate enchantment charm effect here. What is it that you are commanding?
I told them to go and mourn their fallen,
Oh
attempting
man.
to get them to
So
lose focus on us and just pay attention to their dead comrade.
you just see these 3 Sahagwin like just get these just sad expressions all of a sudden as Bart casts this, and they all look over, and what are already fish, you can see the tears welling up in their eyes as they're standing near their ally, looking down upon the fallen, and it is Nod's turn to take advantage of.
So we get a bonus because has their armor class dropped? Is it basically are they
You all
like
get a
standing
+1 right
still?
now. You get a +1 to hit them right now because even though they're still facing you, they're more immediately distraught than they are
No
defending
dex
themselves.
bonus, as it were.
Yeah, they won't have their dex. They don't really have much, but they won't have their dex bonus. You'll have a +1 to hit them. You know what? I'm gonna give you a +2 to hit them. I'm gonna give you a +2 to hit them here. I think they're sitting ducks.
Ooh, that's without the +2.
Hits.
I'm trying to return that spear that I caught and throw it
Nice.
back at them with
Oh,
boom.
okay. I got you. Using their spear. I like that. Is this going at the one
Yeah,
that
it's
you
too
already
bad
hit
they were fighting
before,
amongst themselves.
or a
Yeah,
new one?
yeah.
Okay.
We'll do the same one.
All
We'll
right.
do the same
Yeah.
one. I don't have it in damage. I can put it in there.
He's got 12 left. I'll tell you exactly what he's working with, so that you know. He's the only one that's wounded out of this group. There you go. He falls over. Yep, he joins his fallen friend on the ground here as well. So you now have 2 dead. Anything else? I think that's it. Griff?
Art, how prophetic. How prophetic of you.
So I don't see anything else around
Oh,
the
I'm
boat.
sorry. I'm sorry, Griff. You see it appears that the Sahagwan that's on the back of the shark doesn't seem to notice you, but he's circling the ship, and you feel like when he circles the ship next time, there's a high probability he's going to notice the combat going on the dock. So you feel like you could get spotted any moment, but right now, you're not being spotted. The ship is still far enough away that you can't really make out what's on the deck or anything, but you can see it.
Okay.
So do you want to
I
go ahead?
I'm gonna go ahead and fire arrows at these two remaining Sagan.
Okay. Okay.
But I also want to say to the guys, I said we need to get to the ship. There's one more. There's a scout circling, and he should be coming back. And I'm gonna shoot.
Okay. They are AC 4 to hit. That is a strong hit. Go for it.
They're small medium.
Yeah. So you guys would hear a thunk of another arrow. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's always nice to have extra. Another hit. Thunk.
You get a +1 to your damage.
Yeah, I added that for the last one, so minus. Okay.
Not only got the one attack.
All right. They both hit,
Yeah,
and
he just had spear.
he was using the spear.
Okay.
All right, Griff has put a few arrows into this one here. So it is now Saharn's turn.
So they walked a few yards past us. We're still attacking them basically from range.
Yeah, because they haven't charged your
Yeah.
position right now. They're mourning these two
Okay.
guys were mourning the fallen. They haven't had a chance
It,
to really come into the rocks.
so I'm not going to be crazy man and charge them myself. Then I'm just going to throw my spear at them. We still get a +2 for them being
Yeah.
flat-footed, so to speak.
Yeah,
And then
I don't believe it changes. Let's see.
sure. And then we still have a +1 for the prayer,
Yeah.
so +3.
Ooh,
And I did badly.
what did you?
Hmm.
You rolled a 3. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
my spear missed.
Yeah, it wasn't the right angle, but would be next then.
Okay.
Are you attacking the one that's already hurt?
Yes.
Okay. Hit with another flight arrow. He's already got 2 sticking out of him. That one will hit as well. So both of these are going to count. He's got a decent amount of HP left, but he's not like on the edge of. All right, so he loses 7 more actually, right? And
11 total.
okay.
Unless there's pluses for the bless spell or whatever.
Okay, yeah, there are, and I got those added. So he's not looking
Oh,
very
okay.
hot. He's not looking too hot. He's a shot away, a really good shot away from death, as it might look. But if that is it, then these guys are up. The dictate spell, Adam, do you read this as being affected at all by the attack? I mean, how will that affect this one?
I take the line of them towards the end. If given a obviously self-destructive dictate, they simply lose the next round as they fight off the compulsion. So
Yeah.
I would assume if they're facing imminent death due
Mm-hmm.
to their actions, that would come into play. Where
Yeah,
they
I
would
think that this one,
stop doing it, but take the round to fight it off. But
yeah, I think the one that's hurt, given that I'm gonna have him make a savings throw, or
That sounds
actually,
cool.
it would be a morale check. Either one, it doesn't look too good, so he's going to make his way back towards the vessel. He looks panicked. He looks like he's feeling worried about his chances, and so he is now moving back in that direction. The other Sahagwan is not, however, and he is going to charge towards the rocks and he's gonna go towards Seharn and try to leap at him and
Bring it.
bite him. He's gonna pull a Seharn on Seharn, but he doesn't have
All right.
astonishing fortune, so he, in this case, misses badly and like almost slips and falls face first into the rocks, and he's got himself not in a good spot. But it's Bart's turn.
I guess yeah. With this guy, Bart might try and can I move up next to him carefully without risking like falling on rocks or anything? Or
Yeah, he's close enough now. He's not that far.
all
Like
right,
you can just pretty much
and he
step
might
or two.
yeah. He would try and swing his. He said we still have a +1 on this now
Mm-hmm.
with just the prayer spell.
Yeah.
So his mace he would swing at him with.
Nice. All right. That is a solid hit.
And
This one hasn't taken any
there we
damage
go.
yet till now.
Let's see. And I forget, was there a damage bonus or not?
Yes.
1.
1.
1? Okay.
Yeah. Attack damage and
I've been
saving
adding.
throw.
Yeah, but if
There
you
we
add
go.
it, then that's good. Okay.
Yep, I added it in. So.
Perfect. Solid shot.
For 7, yeah.
Okay. All right. So he's been bludgeoned, and it's like, I wonder if while you're doing this, you're swinging at the. Well, he doesn't have arrows in him. I'm thinking the other one has like 3 or 4 arrows sticking out of him. All right. Nod.
Before he gets too far away, Nod's going to begin his dart barrage again.
All right. 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hit on the. He's already injured.
Well, probably only needs the 1 to be fair, but we'll do all 3 just to be safe.
Yeah. Griff did say to be quick. Or at least
And
implied that
Nod
we
makes
should.
short work of him, putting darts inside of the corpse of this thing, making sure it can go no further. And Griff, you would be next.
I'll go
So,
ahead and shoot at this
Griff,
guy if I can.
Griff, can you make a wisdom check, please? Or do you have sailing as a?
No.
Okay, you can just do a wisdom check. All right. It looks like the vessel might be, or not the vessel, the shark is turned the front corner of the ship and is now, getting an angle where it could possibly see you all and see the party. And so there's not a whole lot you can do to block them or anything, but I just wanted to tell you that you could try to take a long shot at it or something, or try to distract it potentially so it's not looking in their direction, but wanted to tell you that before you decided your action.
Yeah, I'll say to the guys, the scout's coming back. He can see us. We're risking losing the ship.
Okay.
How far away is he? Is it a long
The
shot?
scout would be on the edge of your range, so it's like,
I don't.
let's see, what is it? It's
Yeah,
like
I'm
it's considered the
150
long
yards.
shot. Yeah.
Might be
And
impossible.
I suck with a bow, so
Oh, so not chance of doing a kill shot, huh?
Not on that
yeah,
one.
there's always.
He
I mean,
could,
I'd have to get a crit.
he'd
but,
have
yeah.
to have a perfect shot on top of
Okay.
the damage
I'm gonna
roll
try to
being a good one.
finish this guy.
Okay. Wow. That's a solid hit. He has taken damage before
Just hit
this.
once.
Okay, 1 hit.
Why am I
It's
always
crazy how
rolling
low your
two?
damage is today. It's not adding any pluses. I don't know if it should on that one if you have what you have,
No, it
but I'd have to
shouldn't.
look at it. But all right,
No,
you are hitting.
it's just
So
wrong. I'm just rolling two.
yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
so I get a 3.
Okay. So he's taking a shot here. Saharn, you would be next.
And I change weapons.
I would be next. All right. So I kind of half rolled back a step as this thing attacked me and slipped on the rocks, pulled my mace off my hip, and I'm stepping forward. I'm gonna smash that sucker.
Battle
Yeah, you
mage.
did.
Look at
You
that.
smacked him.
Battle cleric.
I know.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Warrior cleric here.
Yeah.
Oops.
Get him, man.
Oh, yeah, we got a bonus here too. I forgot.
You got your 1 in there for the damage? Okay. I see it.
Yep. So,
All right.
It's 10.
Another smack here, this time with the mace. So he's taking it from all sides here. He's got bludgeoned. He's got pierced. I don't think he's been slashed yet, but there's time for that. So Kurza's next.
All right, well let's do that slashing thing.
Let's do that.
I
Finish
have
this sucker.
I don't know what the Sahaquin rune dagger does, but let's hit him with that and see what happens.
It cuts. It stabs for sure. Okay. He is AC 5 right now to hit. Or he's AC 4 with
Yeah,
the
I
plus.
don't
But
know. I don't know what the dagger will do or what pluses it has. So
oh yeah, you can just roll it as a regular dagger. I know what it is.
DM is keeping his secrets.
does it still have that extra +1? No, he's freed himself from that, right?
The +1 you're getting
Bart's
from the
spell.
bless. Yeah. He's no
Okay.
longer being dictated to. He's being smacked. All right. Looks like that's a miss. Oh my goodness. Or what? Yeah, that's a bad miss. Actually, it was a 4 you rolled.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. If there's nothing else, I think it is the Sahagwan's turn here, and he is going to make a morale check. Given the spirit of the situation, and he failed his morale check, he is going to jump in the water. Right off the edge of the dock, he jumps into the water in a panic. You see him head first off of this thing into the water. Bart, you are next.
Bart is Griff has warned us about the guard being able to see us, and this guy's gonna get away.
Do you have anything
I guess
ranged?
Yeah,
can
your only bet here is a ranged thing. It's
Throw
just gonna be
Kurza
too
at him.
far. He's just too fast of a mover in the water to catch, even for Seharn well, Seharn could catch him with enough time.
I think you gave me swimming at 15.
Yeah, I think you can
So maybe.
catch. I think that you swim at a similar speed
Alright.
to these.
I guess we'll try this again. I'm gonna yell at him and tell him to return.
So he gets his saving throw versus spell again, which is a 14. Let's see how he does.
Yeah.
He fails. He
Oh, nice.
fails. Okay, so
But would he return, or would he feel like
causes the creature to
returning would be
fall.
his death?
Well, he basically, in this case, will kind of just stop where he's at, and he's affected by the command itself, so he doesn't have time to really do
Oh,
anything, but he's now basically treading water in a spot that's visible to you. So Nod could see that and take advantage, and so could others.
I think he's still in range to throw some darts at him, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. This
Yeah.
is just is like right off the edge of the dock.
I mean,
So
yeah, no, my first
you're gonna
instinct
lose
was
these
to be
darts.
like
I mean, any
flying.
dart you miss with is going to the bottom of the sea. I'll tell you that. But
Mhm.
other than that, he's hittable, very hittable.
Yeah, no, my first instinct was to like beholder him again, like jumping off the edge, sword down, driving onto him, but
Well, he is a
doesn't
swimming
seem like the
creature.
smartest.
Yeah, he is a swimming creature,
Right.
so it'll be tough to.
And there are sharks.
All right, so the first one
Only take
goes straight to the bottom of the ocean. The second two, though, hit, and there is a chance. Oh, beautiful,
look
beautiful.
at that.
So he chums the water with one Sahagwan just in time for you all to board the boat or whatever you decide. But that will do it. That will get you guys out of the turn order here. So I'm gonna let you guys. I gotta grab something real. I'll be right back. But you guys can decide what you want to do here now that with this scene.
Righto.
We
Run
got to
for
All
get
the
to the
right.
boat.
ship, guys.
Yeah, run for the boat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I
need.
got a darkness 15-foot radius, but I'm
that
not
Well,
sure if
might
that'll
we
keep
help
can't
us
us.
or
see.
not.
We can't see out of that though.
Yeah, I know. Unless I place it on something and throw it. But I have 2 web spells, which could be good if we
Maybe.
get close
Yeah.
enough to the boat to
Oh,
make
yeah.
boarding
we
easier.
gotta catch we gotta catch the ship in a rowboat.
Right now, wouldn't it be anchored
I don't
as
know.
it launched? Well, it's launched a small vessel and then
Yeah,
it's
I don't
waiting.
know.
So I'm assuming it's going to be anchored. So all we have to do is get aboard it.
Well, we gotta catch it. Yeah, I mean, maybe they pull up the anchor as soon as they see us, or the scout says, "Hey, there's people ambushing us."
True, I might have time to pull up a couple sails.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it won't be immediate, I imagine, that they're going to be suddenly underway. We
It
just got
takes
to
a
get
few
close to
minutes.
them.
Nod, me and you need to be pulling hard on the oars.
Yeah, it takes a few minutes to get a ship moving. So we might get there before they can even prep a sail and pull that anchor up.
As long as we're not
Yeah.
fighting guys on shark back.
Darkness distance cast.
I have to
Maybe
cast it onto something and then throw it.
Well,
Or
you can't cast it at something.
Like the
How
mass.
far
it's-
away? Yeah, like the ship.
it's a range 0 spell.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
Yeah.
assuming I have to like cast it on an arrow
Is
and
it
then
touch?
fire the arrow.
Except
Where is it?
you'd be in total darkness and not be able to see where you're firing.
Yeah, that's the part that really kind of
In the area of effect.
You guys have wiped out the
Right.
Sahuagin. So you got a few corpses
here it
that are
is.
laying here and one that's
Well,
floating
that's
in the
because
water.
it's based on
Jamie-
your level. That 0 yards and 1 turn plus 0 is your level. So did you use that?
Yeah.
Did you pull that out of your spells tab on your character sheet?
Yeah.
Second
It should-
level
should
darkness
consi-
is like 120 feet. Or no, that's the priest spell. It's like per level. It's like yards per level. It's like
Yeah.
a certain number of yards per level, Curza. I
It
think.
didn't seem right because it's like it
Yeah,
makes
no,
it,
it's.
here we go. 10 yards per level
That's it. Yeah, 10
There
yards
you
per
go.
level.
So it's
and 1 turn plus 1 round per level.
so you can throw it 60 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, which isn't.
So if we can get
yeah.
close, I can start throwing darkness and web spells and hopefully cause enough confusion to let us get on board.
Can you dispel it at will?
I believe so. Yeah, I believe you can negate it whenever you
think
want.
so.
I think it's like a spell you can cancel
Hmm.
before its
So
duration
if you
finishes.
if you cast darkness, once we get within 60 yards, if you cast darkness on it, they're going to be scrambling around, tripping around the deck. They can't do anything.
Right.
And
Well,
it'll
that'll-
allow us to get to the ship, and then once we get to the ship, you can dispel it, and we can start fighting.
Let me see.
It might even be more beneficial to leave it up during the
We
fight.
can't see.
Well, that doesn't affect not
Here's-
as much.
Here's something else we could do. If we could get within 60 yards, there is Saharnan. I could perhaps, if you can do conjuration, summoning,
Two.
Whatever you're
Where's-
putting up fits me.
we could use this. I wonder if we could use like a watery fist spell. It sounds like we didn't necessarily have to attack with it, but we could create a fairly large columns of water to force the ship to stay in place if it tries to move away.
But I think
potentially.
we're all on the same page. So we're getting into the little
Yeah.
longboat, and we're gonna.
Get
Right.
close to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
and-
Adam, read this
Yep,
spell.
start
Could we
rowing.
maybe wash the deck and try to wash the sailors that are on deck over the other side? You get what I'm saying? How's this spell work? It's 5 feet across and 2 feet deep. Oh. It's just a
Watery
pseudopod.
fist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like. We could maybe use it in a way to block the ship from moving if we needed to. This was my thought.
Yeah.
Like with our level, we'd
Um,
have 16 feet. We could reach something up 16 feet with
Is,
it.
is
which
it safe to
quite a
assume
bit, but I don't know if it,
that you're all running?
It's a
Sorry to
cool-
interrupt. Are you guys running to the boat and figuring this out while you're rowing, or is
Yes.
this something that
Yeah.
you're okay? Okay. Sorry, I just want to make sure. So you will get a little bit
Yep.
off the island, then I'll move you to a different map. Sorry, go ahead.
I think the best way option is Curza, my friend, darkness, like Griff said, on the deck, and we'll board the ship and maybe cast another prayer as we near the boat and enter combat.
All right.
That's
So
what I
Yeah.
think. What do you guys think?
Yeah, let's do it. All right, is everybody okay going a little long? We're coming up on time.
How big's the square at this
I
point?
I have to work in the morning, so I can't do it
Yeah, so do I.
extended extra. Okay, might have to end it then. I have a 10-hour shift tomorrow.
are you guys able to see the ship and the rowboat?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
So you make your way a couple hundred yards off of the island and away from the Tower of Melkor, and so now it's becoming your hunt is the boat itself. The Sahagwin that are riding on the shark, you can see one that is sort of in the front of the ship. The ship is going from left to right, or I should say, kind of northeasterly, and it's looks like it has detached and it is like sailing a little bit, so it's moving slightly in
So
that direction towards where the
They haven't anchored or anything.
they if they did, it looks like they lifted their anchor.
okay.
They
I
were
was hoping
anchored.
to
Hold on,
catch it anchored.
where was it?
If I
Does it look like we can catch up to this vessel before it's fully underpowered,
It
underway?
right now it doesn't look like it's lowered the sails more. You know, it's really just coasting on the water a little bit. So until the sails drop, you don't think it. You think you could catch it.
okay.
Row, boys.
All right,
Yep.
let's
Yeah, Nod will happily
do.
grab a hold of those oars and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nod and Griff.
So let's do Constitution checks here for everybody, and this is going to determine your row
Oh,
effectiveness, because I know that's a dump stat for all of you. Look at the 20s. All right.
yeah, I mean, yeah, well, this
Jeez.
was supposed to be for combat.
Yeah.
God dang, man.
Rowing's a
Get
different
it,
kind
Bart.
of.
Get it, Bart. Get it,
Bart,
Curza.
yeah, Bart's like, this isn't too bad. You just
Oh,
gotta get
let's
the
go,
rhythm.
Bart.
It's just all about rhythm.
Yeah.
I'm not
We
going
got two astonishing fortunes left.
Did we have?
They got too much adrenaline going to row properly.
Did everyone roll? Are we down one here, or did
so
you?
hard.
I've submitted the Constitution twice now. It's just not come up.
Oh, okay.
Is it
Okay.
asking you for a modifier somewhere?
Well, yes, it is.
You have to hit
But you
OK on
just
that, and
leave
it
it.
should pop up.
Just like every other roll I make, I am hitting the submit button, gentlemen.
Yeah, no
Hmm.
problem. Do you want to just roll a 20-sided?
Sure, why not?
I don't know. What is your Constitution?
It is 18.
Oh,
No,
well, 18.
no,
Dang.
it is not 18. My
One greater
tokens.
than
22.
whatever he rolls.
Yeah. Roll it first, right? And then...
No, I accidentally pulled up the party token instead of my
Oh,
own.
that's all I have out here right now. Yeah, I don't have your all's individual tokens out here.
I didn't realize what it was until I looked at it when you asked me the question. It is 8. All my stats are 18. That's awesome. My constitution is 12. There, I think we can get one up now.
12.
There
Okay.
he goes.
Okay.
Wow.
Aha, look at that.
All right, the fighters are too addled by their adrenaline and
Yeah.
all the rest of the.
We just
the-
snapped
the-
our
The little
words.
guys, they're doing all
Jeez.
that. Yeah, we'll show you how to do this. You're too strong. You're doing it too strong. Okay, so you got 3 of you moving in the right direction, and the rest of you are, though, fighting it. The ship is going to have drifted this way to where you feel like you could intercept it, but the shark is ever present, and the Sahagwan on it at this point looks like He's looking in your direction, and that's concerning
Oh,
for you. You're not sure if you've been spotted, but you feel like there's a chance he could see you, or does see you. So I want to give you a chance to do something if there's any ideas, or if you're continuing
With
to
darkness,
row.
15-foot radius on him.
On the no, on the
the
ship.
ship is how far away yet?
I don't know if my measurements are right on
65.
here. 65, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. This is right.
Honestly, gents, it's a good cliffhanger situation right here, man.
Yep. Do you want to leave it in the
Set
water
the
and
With
leave?
hardware.
darkness on the boat.
Yep. Well, we're still.
Where is the biggest
We're just.
conglomeration of people on that
I thought.
boat?
I thought we were just out of range of your. Isn't it
No,
60 foot?
65.
It's six.
Is
No,
it?
it's 60 yards.
60
60
yards.
yards.
That's right. Yeah, he's in range right here.
So it's
So,
Oh,
180 foot. So everybody's
um,
within range.
yeah, but I think Wayne's got work in the morning, and this is a good place to cut for him, and it's a good spot before we get too dirty. If you fire
Yeah.
off a
no worries.
spell, then we're gonna break into the chain reaction of events that would occur. But if you guys want to talk through
Yeah.
any of that, if the plan is to do the darkness, um, Kurza, you could draw on
Well,
here what you're aiming at or what you're thinking, and we
well,
can
I
leave
want
it.
to probably darkness on the command deck. And then I've got 2 web spells to go right after that, just to mobilize as much of the crew as I can.
All right, and darkness is how wide? 15?
It's a 15-foot radius.
All right, 15.
And so I figured the command deck would probably be
So something like this.
not,
Okay.
yeah, it'd probably cover their command deck at the back.
Okay. Something like that. The back part
Yeah, and
back
then
part of the ship. Okay.
wherever there's
Excellent.
people moving around on deck, just drop webs.
As we move closer, the rest of us are rowing.
Yeah, because the web spell, what's the area of
I like it.
effect?
I like this plan. As we ever get
10
in,
by 10 by 10-foot cubes.
you could basically cover
So
the rest of the ship.
Yeah, you
that's
have
what I want to do,
time.
is
You sort
basically
of have time
mobilize
to
them.
do that. Yeah. So, are you guys? Do you guys? Wayne, what do you think? Do you want to suspend here, or
Yeah, I think that's probably best.
Yeah, I think. How much closer are we getting as he's taking a minute or two
It's
to
your
cast
call,
his
Wayne. But
spell?
I mean, this is about
We're
to get
about to,
good. But yeah,
we're
yeah,
about
it's
to
your
enter
call.
into
I don't know if I
combat
can make
here,
it
and that's
next
going to
week.
be a while.
well, it might
It's
be
always
that's
up in the air.
let's say this. I'm gonna give you guys a chance to evade being seen. If we can do another Constitution check and get through that, then I'm gonna put you, right over by the boat, as close as you can be, basically in here.
Oh,
Constitution checks.
there we go. I think I did it on my own.
How many fortunes do we have left?
And you
Like
can spend
2?
them. Oh, there's a fail,
Yeah,
fail,
okay.
fail.
I got a 1. I'm good.
I made it. The rest of you all failed?
No, I
Yeah,
got a
no,
1.
Griff
Yes,
got
I
his, but there's.
re-rolled.
Oh, you
I
did.
Kurza
see
can
the
re-roll
reroll now.
his, or
Who re-rolled? We're down to 1.
Kurza should probably re-roll. I think he has a slightly better
We got
chance
1
than
left.
Art.
Well,
Yeah.
Curse's
Alright.
casting spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are casting spells, Chris. So the others, this puts the onus on the others, so you don't have to roll your checks
Oh, okay.
here.
No
But
worries.
yeah, well,
Was it just
Yeah.
does
Then
not
yeah, then Bart
wanna
would be the last one. I
yeah,
re-rolled
Bart,
once and
Bart,
failed again.
Bart would need to re-roll,
All right.
and
Okay, go ahead, Bart.
Nope.
Oh,
man.
no.
all right. So
So
yeah,
we're
like
down to zeros.
yeah, you basically can't get right up next to the ship to board it, but you could get in certainly well within range attack and spell range. And I'm gonna have you guys roll a wisdom check from here because you see some figures on the boat. And I'll give you a little bit of clues. This will be a better cliffhanger because at least you'll know what you're heading into potentially.
Man, it better not be Cormarian.
The curve that keeps coming, right? Okay, so Saharn got it, Bart got it, and
I got it.
Griff got it. Okay, Griff, you notice the first thing you notice on the very front of the ship is an undead Sahagwan.
Oh my
And that's
God.
the first time you've seen the undead one with this
Oh,
crew.
fun.
Bart, you see on the center middle of the ship what appears to be a Sahagwan Baron, which are the four-armed creatures that you fought before. And then with the last one, Saharn, you see a burly looking human man on the rear of the ship.
Rears in darkness,
And
sir.
I'll give you a quick view of what he looks like, and that'll be where we'll pause once I find the art. 1 second here.
Are we 15 feet or yards from the boat? Either way, we're probably going to close it on the next round.
You see this gentleman on the back of the ship, and he looks quite burly to you, like quite wide and big, towering guy, like just a big guy. And he's got a red beard, and definitely his voice would carry, and you would hear him at a certain point be barking out what feels like commands. So he feels like the one in charge, or at least higher up, because of the way he carries himself. And yeah, that'll be where we'll leave it. And next session when we pick up, we'll see how you guys, what your plan of attack ends up being. If you want to go with the darkness and everything else, we'll kind of leave that for next session to who's able to make it.
Perfect.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Is it next
Oh.
week or 2 weeks?
Next week.
Oh, okay.